Hi, and welcome on to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Only 9 days to go now for this transfer window, and we still haven't signed a player. Kind of surprising that to me, because at the start of the window, I thought that we'd go out there and try and get some business done pretty quickly. Of course, we did learn as soon as the window started that there's no money to spend. It's only going to be loan deals, but I still thought that Arsenal would have got activity moving quicker this transfer window, especially when you see what we did last summer. We seem to have everything in place and move really, really quickly, but we still haven't managed to get anything over the line yet. Now, before I get into who we've been linked with today, first of all, it was confirmed yesterday, the news that was broken last week, that Sven Mislintat is definitely leaving Arsenal. When Arsenal were questioned about it last week, they were saying that he continues to work and all the usual stuff, similar stuff to what they said about Ivan Gazidis. But yesterday it was confirmed that after only 14 months in charge, Sven Mislintat is leaving Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal issued a 71-word statement thanking him for the work that he'd done at the club. And Mislintat, he also issued a statement, and one of his quotes were, "It's been an amazing experience to work at a great club like Arsenal in what has been a big time of change. I'm excited about what the future holds for the club and I'm looking forward to a new challenge for myself." So there it is, confirmed. He's leaving at the end of the transfer window, as I said several times over the past week. And yeah, he's gone. And for me, a big blow to Arsenal. If we're trying to follow that model where we're not going to be spending a lot of money, which certainly that's what it seems to be at the moment, he was the perfect person to have in charge. We all know about the players he's spotted in the past, and you've only got to look at what he's done since he's come in at Arsenal. You have to say the vast majority of what he's done has been very successful. Lucas Torreira, excellent signing. Matteo Guendouzi, that's a diamond die signing. You know, you take him from Lorient in the French second division, playing first team football this season. Nobody expected that. He has been that good that he's been playing first team football and playing at a very, very high level at a very, very young age. And can you imagine what he's going to be like in 2 to 3 years' time? Even if he's sold, can you imagine how much he'll be worth in 2 to 3 years' time? So what an excellent signing he's been. You know, he was responsible for the, the Aubameyang signing, Socrates. You know, these are all very good signings. Probably the only one really that he's hasn't really come off has been the Lichtsteiner one, but even that was just a loan deal. So this is going to be a very, very big miss for Arsenal when you think about the model that Arsenal try to deploy here, where it's identify gems and not spend a lot of money, bring in players that are quite cheap, and then later on, if we do move them on, there'll be high value, and that works in a sustainable model. It's just that he obviously had a falling out with the hierarchy, and now Mislintat has decided to move on. He will not be going to Bayern Munich, as a lot of speculation suggested last week. Bayern Munich saying they're not interested in Sven Mislintat, but I'm sure he'll get another top club wanting his services with his very, very good reputation that he has. Who's going to replace him? One of the people in the frame seems to be Monchi. Now, Monchi was with Unai Emery at his time at Sevilla. Again, another guy who spotted absolute gems over the past few years. Banega, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Dani Alves, he spotted some really, really top players. He has. He's said to be in the frame. He's actually the technical director at the moment at Roma. But I know that reading, there has been problems with him at Roma because, again, he works off a very similar, or that's how he's built things, a very similar model to Sven Mislintat, that he spots a lot of gems. He did it really successfully at Sevilla. But apparently at Roma, it's not been going down that great. Roma's not been doing as well this season. And there's a lot of people saying that some of his signings, they haven't been that happy with. But maybe he could get reunited with Unai Emery at Arsenal, who knows? We'll have to wait and see how that one develops. Also, more bad news yesterday, the fact that it was confirmed that Hector Bellerin is definitely going to be out at least till the rest of the season. He's ruptured his cruciate ligament and he's going to be out for the rest of the season. An injury like that, you're talking 6 months out, and it's a massive blow to Arsenal. I personally think that Arsenal should be going out into the transfer market to try and replace Hector Bellerin. I know the manager said that, listen, we've got Ainsley Maitland-Niles, we've got Lichtsteiner, we've got Carl Jenkinson, but we all know Ainsley's not really a right back, doesn't always look comfortable there. You know, Jenkinson, is he of Premier League standard really? And Lichtsteiner has been awful this season. I'd be thinking possibly about putting Jenkinson ahead of Lichtsteiner with what I've seen of Lichtsteiner so far this season. But it's a big blow, Bellerin out, and surely in the summer as well, they're going to have to, Arsenal look at a right back. It's going to be a lot of spending is going to have to happen in the summer because, you know, there's just so many positions at the moment, especially in defence, where there's a problem at. And what another massive blow for Arsenal. We already lost Rob Holding there for the whole of, you know, out for the season. Danny Welbeck out for the season. Hector Bellerin out for the season. I mean, I don't even know if there's been any club just had 3 major players like that just get injuries that rule them out for the whole season. I mean, it's been really, really unfortunate. I don't think these are injuries where you can blame medical teams and stuff like that, but it's just been really, really unfortunate. Now, Denis Suarez is becoming like, you know, one of the usual sagas that we get each and every year at Arsenal, where it just lingers on day after day after day, and we're talking about it, and it still hasn't been done yet. Now, Denis Suarez, of course, been linked with a move to Arsenal, and yesterday, Barcelona made a real surprise signing. They signed Kevin Prince Boateng. Now, Prince Boateng has come in. He's, you know, remember him, he used to play for Tottenham back in the day. What a move that is for him. I can't believe it. It's an incredible move for Kevin Prince Boateng, but he has signed for Barcelona, and many people looking at it, many observers looking at it and saying to themselves that now that they've brought in Boateng, even though he's a slightly different position because he is more of a forward, they're saying that that will allow Denis Suarez now to complete his move to Arsenal on loan for the rest of the season. As I said, they're different positions. You know, Kevin Prince Boateng's more of a forward, but you know, that is what the suggestion is, that now that that has happened, the move will be able to go through. So let's see how that one goes. I would have loved, as I keep saying, to have seen that come through before the Man United game on Friday. It's looking highly unlikely now, but it'd be interesting to see how things develop today on the whole Denis Suarez situation. We continue to be linked today to Gelson Martins of Atletico Madrid. We spoke about this one yesterday. Again today, that is still everywhere in the media, that Gelson Martins is linked to Arsenal on a loan deal from now till the end of the season. We could do with a winger, we could do with width. But as I said yesterday, the favourites to sign him are more Monaco. Thierry Henry's Monaco seem to be in the driving seat to sign Gelson Martins. That wouldn't be a bad signing for me for Arsenal till the end of the season, because he would offer that width that we've been lacking. However, I'm not sure if Arsenal will move for him. Remember, we still have Henrik Mkhitaryan to come back, and if they are going to splash the cash on a loan signing, it probably will be somebody else. I mean, David Ornstein yesterday saying that he has heard that Arsenal are looking to make 2 loan signings at least before the January window. If we were to assume that one's going to be Denis Suarez, then that's one other that they're looking for. So it's going to be interesting to see who that other person might be. I'm not sure if it would be Gelson Martins, but he continues to be linked heavily with a move to Arsenal today. And Arsenal linked with a goalkeeper. Now, we all know that Petr Cech is going to be leaving at the end of the season. Last week announced that he's going to be retiring. Lots of rumours, by the way, that he's going to be going back to Chelsea to work behind the scenes there at Chelsea. But anyway, Petr Cech, been a good servant to the club, is going to be leaving at the end of the season, and Arsenal looking for a replacement. said to have identified this goalkeeper who currently is a Juventus player, but he's on loan at Sampdoria. His name is Emil Eduero. He's only 22, so very, very young. Looks like another Michelin-tat spot here. And also interested in signing him. He's been having a very good season on loan, as I said, from Juventus at Sampdoria. He's going to be a free agent in the summer. And you know we love a bit of free, right? So he's a free agent in the summer, which means he can walk away for nothing. It will just be a signing on fee and wages that Arsenal would have to come up with. And as I said, still very young. And what the rumour is saying is that the Arsenal recruitment team have looked at him and said that he will offer proper competition for Bernd Leno, which we want proper competition in all places. So let's see how that one develops. More than likely would be an end of season deal, although it could be a deal that they could tie up this month, because remember, if he's a free agent, he could talk to another club around Europe, and Arsenal very, very interested in him. Thanks for watching the show today. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow. As I keep reminding you, don't forget, my new show on Channel 4 starts this Friday at midnight. We've got Ian Wright in the studio as well. It's going to be a banging show. Make sure you check it out, The Real Football Fan Show. And we will be back tomorrow.